Mother, you. Hello, everyone. Are we live?
We're live on the
video. Are they getting audio as well?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know where.
Can someone tell me the morning meteorologist on NBC? Because I can't remember his name.
Whoa. Are these mine or are these yours? No, those are mine. Here. Those are way nicer.
I know.
I knew they felt different.
I should get them for all of you.
These work great.
Hello, everybody. This is the pre-show video for anyone. Welcome to our personal Friendsgiving that we're letting all these people watch. All these creeps. Adam, would you do us a favor and
Sure.
And pour some wine?
Sure.
You are in the restaurant business for so long.
I was. It's been a long time.
We'll do the pre-show cheers and then I'll hit record.
These feel wrong. I can never. I know it says it somewhere.
Yes.
Yes, they were wrong.
So on camera, everything looks fine, but peek behind the curtain, this room is hell on earth. And there's only three of us, as you can see. Our dear Warren is in here, so let's toast to Warren.
To Warren.
To Warren, to friendship that has now been.
What a good clink sound
That was
that
great.
was.
That was
Right in the
great.
microphone. That was no accident.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm very thankful for you guys.
Likewise.
I've known Adam.
20 plus years.
Yeah. Our next year will be 20 years since we graduated high school, and I've known Adam since like
15 for me.
15.
So 23 years.
And I've known you a decade now, Brittany.
At least.
Yeah, time flies.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've known you longer than that, but maybe not. Could be wrong.
Who knows? I mean, I've known you so long now that it feels like I never didn't know you.
I know.
And you, the listener, anyone that's been with me since the beginning has been here since 2010. So,
Class of.
I've known Warren even longer. 5th grade.
wow. Yeah, I know Warren since middle school.
I've known Warren since high school at least.
Warren, we love you, pal. You're probably not watching because your whole family is puking, but we wish you the best. This is good. $15.
This is
It
really
really
good.
is.
Huge jug of wine.
What's it, Woodbridge Reserve?
Woodbridge.
Yeah.
It's a cab, folks. It's Thanksgiving.
I usually go for a cab or a Merlot.
Yeah.
I haven't had
yeah.
wine in a while.
Should I take a sip?
It hits different. It's just like I could already feel my cheeks warming up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's start
Smooth.
the show proper, huh?
All right.
We're both wearing turtlenecks.
T-neck season, baby.
Mhm.
And I have a collar.
In spirit, because it's 1,000 degrees. It's
Yeah.
hot for these clothes, but- And I'm like so into the idea of being cozy this year. Like I'm so cozy pilled, but it's like too hot to
Be cozy.
be cozy.
Mhm.
It's fucked. My life is fucked.
This is my go-to shirt too. I'll wear this at least 3 times a week for the rest of the winter.
That's super good.
Same for this one.
Yeah.
Some people tell me I look like The Rock, though.
A little bit.
Sometimes I'll
with
put a
that
chain
one
on,
picture.
too. Yeah.
That's an easy. I mean, you don't do easy Halloween costumes, but if you ever did need one,
Yeah.
you got.
I just
that
need a
on
fanny
lock.
pack.
Yeah, I got several. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dune Thugs Monthly, November 2024. Happy Thanksgiving. My name is Michael Antonelli, and I've never been happier to see you in my entire life, or for you to just hear my voice. If you're an old school person that just listens, all the better. Yeah, so we're live on video. I think my underpants are visible on the floor there. I apologize for that.
Ew.
They're clean. They're clean. So yeah, welcome in everybody to the Doom Thugs Thanksgiving. We're having a good time. We're being thankful, and we're drinking wine, and we're honoring the pilgrims who made all this possible. Right?
Here's to the pilgrims.
To John Smith. He never did anything wrong. It was okay to marry 14-year-olds back then. That was a fake
custom.
cheers, by the way. Anyway. Oh, it's good. I'll
hit you again.
Those are going down smooth. Anyway, let me bring in my dearest friends in the world. Let's go by length of knowing. Pouring wine like a goddamn pro, not a drop spilled. My dear,
A little shaky, might I add.
he's Portuguese. What can you expect? Rocking the Eddie Bauer, looking good as always, hair always on point, a beautiful man, well kempt, my dear friend, Adam Costa.
Hello, everyone. How we doing?
How are you, babe?
I'm all right. My handle's slow down after a couple more.
Yes, I have to drink every day or I go into withdrawal. Just kidding. Sorry for anyone that is an alcoholic. It seems like hell.
Cut that part.
How are you, my man?
Not bad at all. It's been we haven't recorded since September. Is that right?
Oh, I
missed
forgot we skipped
October.
last month.
So we've had a lot go, but we've had the Halloween with the kids, and we've had
Mhm.
birthday parties, and we've
Yes.
had
Oh, we got a lot to get into.
we got a lot to get into. So it's been a fun couple weeks. As you
Excuse
alluded
me.
to earlier, it's definitely warmer outside than it normally is this time of year. Which
Mhm.
the other night I found myself having a fleeting thought, which it was quite cold. It was in the 40s, and I was like, I kind of need this, to be honest with you. I'm used to having this,
Yes.
by now.
Yes. I know you're a summer boy,
Summer guy.
but it's like in the Northeast, your summers are earned. You make it to summer by surviving winter, and it just feels like this is cheating somehow.
On Halloween, it was, I think, like 80 degrees out.
I was sweating.
I was sweating trick or
It
treating.
was hot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of want to post. It's going to be 80 degrees on Halloween because all of you were talking about Halloween in July. You deserve this. But I was like, I'm not that guy.
Yeah, you are.
Not publicly.
Halloween, it was a great time. That's welcome in the middle. The queen of the kingdom. BK, how the hell are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Good. It's almost Sag season.
Sag season. A couple more 22nd, I think, starts Sag
The
season.
22nd
Mm-hmm.
is my birthday. Not this month, though, of course.
The aforementioned.
Cool. And
Shut up.
my birthday's coming up. Okay.
Yes.
That's what matters.
November 30th, right?
Hmm.
So everyone has heard it. So you can't forget to text.
Don't forget.
Or
If you follow me on Instagram, message me, post a story about me.
With like six
Please.
pictures.
Yeah, so that I can share it and look like I have a lot of friends.
Yes.
Please.
Please.
Warren recently celebrated a birthday. We're not here to wish him in person,
yeah.
but yes,
Happy belated.
birthday.
he joined the club that I'm in. I am the elder statesman of the podcast.
Yes.
Tammy as well, right?
Tammy, yeah, 11-8.
Yes.
Damn, we were just literally talking about this, but November is full. I'll read that comment in a minute. The setup is tough, folks. Please keep the comments rolling in. Let me just check it to make sure that sounds okay.
Have you watched Disney's Recess and Lizzie McGuire? If so, favorite character and why?
All
You can
right,
see
Victor.
that from there, and I have my contacts in. too.
Wow, Adam with the eyes.
From Recess and Liz McGuire. Okay. So
What's the difference between Recess and Disney's Recess?
That's the same.
Is it
It's the
same thing?
same.
Yeah.
so
Swamps.
from Recess, I'd have to say Spinelli.
Of course. Who else could it be?
She's cool as hell. But from Liz McGuire, I think Lizzie.
I mean, Lizzie.
Gordo's cool.
Yeah, I mean, as a young man, I wanted to be Gordo.
Yeah.
Have two like cool ass chick friends.
And then I think they have like a little like crushy fling either at some point in the series or in the movie.
right.
Can't remember. And I was so excited.
Yes, of course.
But Lizzie McGuire is a fashion icon, and Hilary Duff in general is
Hilary Duff rocks.
Queen.
Yes.
queen, even still.
Does she ever date anyone in Good Charlotte?
No, so Nicole Richie
Yeah, yeah.
and I think
Cameron
Cameron Diaz. I
Diaz.
think they're still with them.
God bless. Does
Yeah.
anyone have I told the story about how I met? I believe it was who's the lead singer of Good Charlotte? Benji.
Joel is the lead singer. Benji, I mean, they're both. Yeah.
Well, I met Joel. Okay.
Joel is like the man though, and they're
Uh,
twins.
Yes.
You met Joel. I used
yeah.
to be obsessed with Good Charlotte.
So my friend across the street, Chris, me, Chris, this is in high school, and his mother all went to the Asbury Park Skate and Surf Festival. There's a lot of punk rock bands playing. We were very punk rock at the time. And we were walking around, again, me, Chris, two teenage boys, and his mom. God bless her. What a fucking hero. And, you know, we're at the drive-through record stage. We're seeing fucking the starting line play. We're watching Finch play. It's awesome. And we're walking around the area where you buy shit. And then from some door, out walks goddamn Joel from Good Charlotte.
Joel Madden.
And we're like, holy shit. I mean, this is huge for us. We're fucking huge nerds. Super into Good Charlotte, obviously. They're one of the titans of pop punk at the time. The Little Things was one of the few songs I could play on guitar. And we're like, and he was like, what's up, guys?
He said, what's up,
He said it to us. He's like, you guys want a sticker? And he gave us a sticker from his clothing brand, which I forget now, and then like we were like, thank you, and shook his hand. And then we're just like floating on air the rest of the
so cool
for years.
I would have died.
Yeah.
I saw them when I was 11 years old in concert.
Nice.
I also saw them again as an adult, though, front row at the TLA.
Where were you? Where did you see them when you were 11?
Wells Fargo. They were playing big venues
yeah.
at that point. And I remember trying to me and my friend worked all night on this poster. We made a big poster, and we get up to the doors of Wells Fargo, and they're like, you can't bring that in here.
What?
And we worked so hard on it. We just threw it in the trash because we weren't walking all the way back to the car.
Oh, fucking fascist pigs.
But I was dressed really cool. I had the coolest shirt ever on. It was like red with like punk rock lettering, like random words all over it. And like the shoulders were ripped out and with like chains hanging on it.
Oh, right.
And I was doing a lot of this.
Yeah.
A lot of this all night because I was like, this is my first rock show and this is what they do, right?
I'm 11.
It was cool.
That's fun, dude. That is fun.
I loved them.
Who took you?
My mom.
Love it.
Yeah.
Can you read that?
On a scale of 1998 to 2004, parenthetically, Toon Disney was launched on 4/18/1998. When did you discover Toon Disney Channel?
Toon Disney.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that
Victor.
is.
I'm sorry.
I know what Disney Channel is, and I know it was Channel 30 at my house.
At your house, I was 30, of
39?
course, for us was ABC Family.
19 was ABC Family for me. 31 was MTV.
Oh,
39 was
yeah.
Nick.
95 was Spice.
28 was Nick over here.
28 was Nick over
I
here.
think, remember the box? I think that was 65.
61 for us, and then one New Year's it changed to MTV2. The box
Yes.
went away.
MTV2 with the two-headed dog.
Yeah, I remember like the first week MTV2 was on the air. The only thing they played was a Moby concert over and over. It was crazy.
Every time I think of Moby, I think of that one Eminem song. Moby,
Stan,
you should
blow me or something.
You should fucking blow me or something like that.
Yeah. And then Stan's going crazy, of course, because he's a obsessed fan. I have to. Okay, so this is a big show. Real quick, I know you. I know Adam. You guys love hearing how we live in a simulation.
Oh yeah, I live for this stuff.
Okay, I have two.
Okay, hit me.
How could the food be? Oh, we're going over there.
We're going over there.
I'm sorry.
If it was on this table, it would collapse. So I'll do this one first. I follow an Instagram account of a young, I'd call her a jazz music influencer. Okay. She posted a video of her record haul from her trip to Japan. Right?
Okay.
She read all these records. And then there was one called something Concert by the Sea, and she described it as a vibe. I commented on the video. The first, I want to listen to that one because I like the way it's the way you described it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Commented back, gave it a like because you help out influencers. They need the comments, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I did my part here. Fast forward to where I work, like twice a year we do this thing called a yard sale where everyone brings in a bunch of stuff they don't want, put it in the conference room, and then you could go in there and take whatever you like.
Fun.
It's fucking awesome, especially for someone who loves shit.
Yeah.
I surround myself with shit. And I'm in there, and so I worked overnight for 2 weeks. I'm in there in the middle of the night. The store's empty, and I'm looking around, and there's like, a bunch of stuff I don't want. But then, unbelievably, sitting on the table,
Wow,
was Errol Garner. I couldn't think of the name earlier. Concert by the Sea, the same exact record and I was like,
what? I would have had to reach it back out to that person and be like, dude, you won't believe this. I know you care a lot, but
that's cosmic.
I did, and they did.
Really?
Yes. So that was crazy. Since then, Sal broke the record player, so we're gonna
started.
Yeah.
Isn't that called like some kind of phenomenon? It has a name when you like. You'll mention something or you'll hear about something one time and then you just like see it all the time. Like a car, for example, or like this certain color of something. And then you're like, oh my God, I keep seeing them now everywhere. It's called something.
Yeah, I don't know what the name
and
is.
I can't remember what it's called.
But it happens to me a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of my boy Sal and breaking things.
The camera.
This is my camera, right? My Nikon EM I got off like Etsy or something. It was my manual camera. I liked it a lot. It's
that's
cool.
a bummer. It looks cool too.
Look in a fish tank now.
Sal pulled it off the table by the strap. It hit the floor, and now it doesn't work anymore. So I go to my place where I get my film developed, Jack's Camera in Exton, which I got to give a big recommendation to. Jack's Camera Exton. And I was like, hey, can you fix my camera? And they're like, we'll take a look at it, bring it in. So I go to, drop some film off. I bring in the camera. The guy's looking at it. He's doing all this shit. And I'm like holding Sal, who's being antsy. And, I'm trying to do all this shit. And then he comes back to me and he's like, okay, I got some good news and some bad news. I was like, all right. He's like, bad news is camera's broken. It'll never work again. I was like, oh, cool. And he's like, good news is
I have the same one.
Somebody just this morning dropped off the same exact camera and I'll sell it to you for cheap. And I was like, how cheap? He was like $20. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, did it come with this or is this yours?
This was the strap that Sal pulled my old one off the table.
I love it.
Like the same model and everything?
I got it off Etsy. Same. Look at it.
Yeah, it's me. It's one for one. I don't want to tempt fate and touch it.
I was like,
don't put it so close to my wine.
But just like unfucking real. What a win.
Your life has been just dealing you really good cards lately.
So
I'm really happy for you.
So thankful. Like, you know what I mean? It's
like Thanksgiving.
Those are two things I'm very thankful for. Maybe it was Jesus Christ himself. We don't know.
Possible.
Probably
not.
But anyway,
that's crazy that he would bury the lead like that, but also that he had one.
The exact same one that got there this morning. If I was there a day earlier, it wouldn't have worked out.
Even if he could fix it, wasn't going to be $20.
Right, $20.
Why'd they drop it off? They sold it to him.
Yeah, or traded it in.
Like, they just dropped it off. They said, "Here, you can have this."
Like,
he stole it.
Crazy.
Those are that's very much in the Matrix simulation.
We
stuff
live
there.
in a simulation, right?
Yeah, those are definitely ranking.
I mean,
stories.
And then you texted me one. I don't know if you want to get into it, but also a crazy coincidence story.
Oh yeah.
If you want to.
I wanted to talk about that actually, and I'm glad you reminded me. So I work with a girl who is from good old Chichester.
Yes.
We love her.
We love her.
Jules. And she went to Chi High. She knows a lot of people I know, people in my family. Anyway, and I mentioned this podcast. I'm talking about it with my customer, and I'm like, yeah, it's called Doom Thugs. And then she was like, wait, like she recognized that because I think that either like she follows Doom Thugs or vice versa on Instagram, or you do, or she knew your name.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I said, oh yeah, Mike Antonelli. Do you know Mike Antonelli? And she's like, yeah. So my mom helped deliver his baby.
wow.
I said, what?
What?
You're joking. I was like, first of all, what? Second of all, that's crazy. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like, I don't know why it like blew my mind.
I know Jules only from the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're mutuals of my personal account and Doom Thugs. First of all, that she knew my last name.
Yeah.
And then knew
she's like, yeah, oh yeah, his name's Salvador, right? I was like,
what the fuck?
Yep.
That's crazy.
She's like, yeah. I was like, she was like, she didn't like physically pull him out of her, but she was in the room. She's a labor and delivery nurse at Crozier.
Right.
So
if it was who I think it was, like we love that woman. She was so awesome to us. I mean, we were there for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And she was the one on the third day that was like, we're gonna get this
free.
This kid's coming out today. And I was like, all right. But anyway, so yeah, life's great and there's many mysteries to be found. So let's get out of these seats. Dinner's over, right? Thanksgiving dinner's over. We're gonna move to the couch.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We're gonna have to do this one at a time.
Just like go.
Adam, you go first. Slowly.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Over to you can sit all the way on the right corner.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Looking good. Looking good.
It sounded like a baby heart for a minute.
Give us a hello.
Stop the landing, I think.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a problem.
Is your button on?
Hello.
How could this happen?
Hello. Hello. Mystery.
Okay.
I want slow. Hello. Hello.
Huh. Well, I didn't foresee this happening. All right, Brittany, you want to go?
No. Okay.
I'll just shout.
We can share a mic.
We're going to fix it. See that microphone right there?
Yes.
Try that. See if it's that. And not the cord.
Little Moby for everyone.
Is that Moby?
Praise you, Moby.
Hey!
Doesn't somebody do a DJ mix of that?
I don't know.
No, Praise You is
Fat Boy Slim.
Fat Boy Slim.
My
yeah.
bad.
How dare you?
That's
was
what
a
I
quiz.
thinking of. I was like, I know I saw this on the Woodstock 99 documentary. Have you yet to watch that?
Moby.
Not yet.
I've seen it 6 times. Okay, it's so good. Am I sitting just like next to Adam?
You sit in the corner.
Right over the underwear.
I'm shoving these under.
And then I'll
Like
join.
this?
There you go. That's fine.
Only I had the whiff. I've never been the purple microphone, in fairness to me.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I'm usually orange.
I don't even know where the orange one is. So let's get these out of here.
Yeah, they smell.
Shut up.
Psych.
They were folded. And everyone's here.
So I don't need to stand, right?
No, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Get comfortable. You pull the table over if you want.
Hey,
So this is classic post Thanksgiving dinner. Everyone is on the couch.
everyone's upset. They're watching football.
Football's on.
I'm that comfy. I'm that comfy.
We are cozy pilled here. Was that on the air?
Feet come off for the Patreon.
Yeah, we will cut our feet off on Patreon. So, how are you guys doing? Let's talk. So,
Sit crisscross applesauce.
do it. That's like, that's how hot chicks sit on podcasts, by the way.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
At a minimum.
That's me.
So Sal is 18 months right now. Last month he was 17 months. Right?
Mhm.
And the month before that,
I don't know.
16.
I'm an English major. Just kidding.
Ask me any math question.
So fucking this was the first like last Halloween he was like a little
I'm doing the same.
bean. You know what I mean? It wasn't he's dressed as Slimer. I carried him around. He didn't.
That's the first of all cutest costume idea ever. I love that.
So cute. He looks so cute as a little slime ball. But you know, he didn't really know what's going on. This year, he is of course Beetlejuice.
It's a good costume.
You guys did great.
Tammy sprayed his hair. He looked nuts. I mean, people kept asking, like, when I show him pictures, like, he kept the wig on. I was like, that's his fucking hair.
I didn't realize how much. I knew he had a lot, but when it's like up like that.
And, you know, we walked around Tammy's sister's neighborhood, which is like a good neighborhood. And my God, I was like in tears walking around, just like, first of all, Tammy's never been able to be home for Halloween because she's worked in the Halloween industry for so long. So it was the first year she was home. We got to walk around with Sal, and it's just like, it's such a nice holiday. Like, everybody's outside, you know, giving out candy, and everyone is just laughing and goofing around, and everyone's being so nice. They're like, oh, you look so good. You look so good. Oh, what do you... And it's just, everyone's like, trick or treat, thank you. It's just purely nice. Yeah. And I was just like, this...
If you're in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, well. So, and it was just like so fun, and I loved it. And I look for... You okay?
Keep talking.
So, God bless Halloween. We love it. We wish it the best.
Some little shits in my neighborhood.
Really?
They just like were running in front of Phoebe. Like she'd be like, you know, it's her turn to go up and get the candy, and these kids would just be like, oh, and just like, and the mom is just like, we just like kept like one step ahead of them the entire time, so they were always like right behind us,
like right with them?
Yeah, and the mom, you just hear her screaming at her kids the whole time, and they're just like crazy little shits, and I wanted to yank them up because they kept butting in front of Phoebe, and she didn't give a shit. She wasn't like upset about it, but I was like, dude. So
I'm back.
No manners, no thank yous. No,
really?
Nothing. Yeah, just no trick or treats. Just go up, what you got, grab it, and leave.
My neighborhood is famous for Halloween, especially in the part of Newcastle County. We have the famous Mischief Night tree where the whole neighborhood comes together to TP a single tree. Stopped this year. New owners of the house, they were like, hey, we heard about this. No fucking thanks. I don't blame them because it would be like February and you'd still see toilet paper on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whose job is that to get it all off? The homeowner.
But we make a big deal about it. Like, if you do 2 streets in my neighborhood, your bucket's full, and it's like, you know, hey, Dad, I got a fireball shot for you. Come on up, and full-size Twixes, and like, it's a big deal in my neighborhood. So, Mickey Mouse and Buzz Lightyear had a good time. I'm in classic dad mode. I got my headlamp on. I'm walking around, holding court. Good time. Good solid Halloween. And my sister and stepsister live 2 streets over, so they come over to help.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, push the stroller and crack wise. It's a good time.
We were definitely the last. Like, we were walking around in the pitch black, and we were like the last people, for sure. And it was like, there's anyone's, and then you run into the house and they're like, just take all of the take it all. You know, you're the last people, take it all. But it's, you know, and these like several people would like set up like haunted houses and stuff on their property, and it's just,
that's so cool.
Yeah, we had one of those.
Part of me wants to do that part where you just have the table out front and you sit, but no one comes to this neighborhood, which is weird. It seems like a perfect neighborhood for trick or treating.
It's like a perfect little grid. The neighborhood, there's not too many hills. I mean, it's a little hilly in some spots, but the houses are close together.
Yeah.
There's some kids that trick or treat, but it's not like, and a lot of houses aren't giving out candy.
Yeah.
Weirdly. It's
yeah.
Like, I wish it was like how you're describing, how it's like a big deal.
It's a big deal.
That's fun. Oh, well. That was last month. And then Warren was with us. We were all together, which is now like The one time a year that we get together that's not this podcast is Phoebe's birthday party.
Yeah.
So once again, we were at Phoebe's Shrektacular birthday party.
Mhm.
Very impressive pinata. I still talk about it.
Yeah.
Really? Did you
Oh,
like
yeah,
that? Thank you.
That was very impressive.
I could not find a Shrek pinata on Amazon. It was like very last minute that I was like, shit, I should probably get a pinata. I'm trying to think of things for the kids to do. And I couldn't find a Shrek one. I just found this crescent moon shaped one. And I was like, okay, DreamWorks. Like I could, so I had, we don't have a printer at my house. So I had Jake print out a picture of the DreamWorks thing. And I like traced it kind of onto a cardstock thick paper. And then I cut it out all the little details with like an X-Acto, not even X-Acto knife. It was a box cutter.
Yes.
And I cut it all out and then I painted it gray and then painted sparkles over it. And I was like, that'll do. It's a stretch, but it's
No, it worked.
people think of Shrek when they think of
Yes.
they coincide. So thank you. I appreciate you noticing that
It
because I was
was-
very proud of it.
A lot of effort, a lot of humble effort went into that.
Thank you.
It was a hit. That party's always a hit. It's
Thanks.
so
I really
fun.
try hard. I just want her to be happy and have fun and
And she
look back and be like, my mom threw me the best birthday parties.
Right.
You know?
Did she have fun?
Oh yeah.
Good.
She always has fun wherever she goes. But oh my God, she opened I think you were gone when we were opening gifts.
Go ahead,
She opened your gift first, the Elsa doll.
Mm-hmm.
She was so excited. Were
Yeah.
you there at all for the beginning of it?
I don't think I saw the beginning. Of
Okay.
It, no.
Well, yeah, she just
Sal shit twice while we were there. So we're probably changing it.
Oh,
I've never seen her more excited in my life.
that's good.
She pulled the tissue paper out and she was like, "It's Elsa!" and just like pulled her out, and I was like, "Yeah!"
That's all April. April had I'd given her the date, and she's like, I told you like several months ago that I booked a thing with my girlfriends, right? I was like, yeah, I was just letting you know where I was going to be.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, of
She's like, well,
course.
she's like, just let me know, and I'll go get birthday gifts. I was like, all right, cool.
We'll tell her she did great,
I will.
and thank you. She loved it.
That's excellent. Yeah, I brought both boys by my lonesome during nap time, so I was like,
Well, Wyatt we were bonding.
I saw.
We
Yeah.
had a great time
He was
together.
leading you around.
Yeah,
Mhm.
showing me all the things that he likes to do, and then
pulling the wagon.
pulling the wagon. That's mostly it. He's like, check this out. I
Clean-
can do this. I'm really
cleaning
strong.
The fan.
Mhm.
The fan. So at first he was putting the leaves on the fan. Like, cool,
Mhm.
look at this. It like sucks it to it. And then somebody finally, I didn't know it was a big deal, but I think it was you or somebody was like, no, we have to, maybe Roy. He's like, we have to clean this off. Like we can't have it like that. And instantly he was like, oh, that's the job. Like, okay, we can't have leaves. We don't put them on, we take them off. So after that, he
made his job.
constantly was cleaning the fan off with a little blower for the
He's like a how there's like working dogs, like if
Mhm.
they're on a farm. Like he's that way.
it's so funny.
So it's like if you got a German Shepherd and put him in a small apartment, it wouldn't
Yeah.
work out
He
so
would
well.
tear it apart. Yeah,
you
he's
gotta work them.
I just love that because Phoebe would have gotten so upset if I was like, no, you can't do that. Just knowing that she's wrong, she's like, no, why? But Wyatt's like, oh, okay.
No, if you give him a logical explanation, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where he gets it from.
Such a good boy. Such
Love
good
him.
boys.
So he was good. It was nice to have all the friends there because I bit off more than I could chew because
Mhm.
Benjamin was like, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, Ben
and
was sleepy.
he was a
Mm.
sleepy boy. And then, Wyatt wanted to shove cupcakes in his face.
Man, Ben.
We didn't get our picture.
I know.
I
was
know.
I even mentioned it too, and then I forgot. Like
I was
instantly.
gonna bring it up later, but it was like, I could tell like Adam. I mean, Adam, you were there a long time.
Don't blame me. I was like,
I'm not blaming
Yeah.
anybody. I was like, and then it was like gift time, and it was like,
Mhm.
I can't like be like, excuse
Everybody
me.
stop everything
Everybody,
you're doing.
we need a picture.
Just the four of us.
So yeah.
Yeah, all you guys can fuck off. This is just for us.
That picture's right next to my fridge, like next to my sink in the kitchen on the fridge, so I
Mm.
see it every day.
It's
Yeah.
in my room in a frame.
I got it right there.
Mhm.
It's a great pick, but that just means that we'll have to meet up soon
Mhm.
to get a redo.
Yeah.
All
We're getting into that season.
3, 6, 7, 8, all 10 of us.
What?
Well, that's a fucking crew, huh?
Mhm.
Oh, but goddamn.
3 boys. What is it? 3 boys, 3 girls. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yep. 3 boys, 3 girls.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't know about you guys, but that's it for me.
I don't
You're
think
done?
so.
I am done. Well, it's not really up to me, but if it was, I'm done.
We're not having sex ever again. I'm sorry.
Not
I
for the
won't
purposes
let
of children.
this happen. Just go get snipped without her knowing.
Nah, we had talked about that before we even had Wyatt. We were like, we're gonna do 2. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Two.
Same.
I don't. Yeah.
That's what we're thinking. But then, like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to ever do anything to upset Sal.
Same.
Like, bring another baby.
I have really toyed with the idea of just having Phoebe because we're in such a good space. You know, we do so well, and I just can't imagine not giving all of my love and attention to Phoebe because she is everything in my world. Like, I love her so much, and I'm like, what's it going to be like having to divide that?
That's not even, at least in my household. Like, Wyatt took to being a big brother immediately. Even though Wyatt is rough as hell with Benjamin, like Benjamin's face is always busted up like a fucking prize fighter. When Wyatt's on that, Benjamin goes to his door and smacks it to try and wake him up so he can come out and play.
That's cute.
They were playing peekaboo this morning in our bed upstairs. Like, I want to play peekaboo with Benjamin. Peekaboo. That's not the part that sucks. The part that sucks is when they start doing the annoying the second child starts doing the annoying shit you forgot the first one did.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you're gonna shove your hand into my stream of piss when I'm not paying attention.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I see you put a hairbrush in the toilet.
I fully forget what it's like to have a baby.
Yeah.
I do.
That's like, I feel like that's like an evolution thing. Like, like it's like because
you forget on purpose.
It's like getting a tattoo. And people are like, "Did it hurt?" And you're like, I mean, kind of.
I don't remember,
but it actually did fucking hurt. But you're not that this is comparable to like physical pain. It's not physically painful, but it's fucking hard.
Yeah,
the baby era is hard. So I feel like you just are trained, your body is trained to just forget things like that.
Yeah,
for sure.
And focus on all the good, happy things.
Because at this point, I'm like, I tell, whoa, that it's like, that was, I don't even remember. It seemed so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to tell that to my coworker who has like a
litter.
No, like he's on his first.
Very young.
Okay.
And it's like, I would still consider it a newborn. And at first I tried telling him like, dude, it's going to fly by. But then he started telling me like, and then I started remembering like, oh yes, it is very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, you know what?
And like,
I'll let you come to that conclusion later.
And everybody's babies are different too,
for sure.
And like now when you think back on it, you're like, that went so fast. But I do remember in the moment being like, God damn, like I can't wait until you can like maybe like not have to be held constantly or like hold your head up
without it snapping
it's
off.
Like I'm not trying to rush it. I am cherishing these moments, but it did feel in the moment like it was like, you're never gonna not be a baby. Like it felt long. What did they say? The days are long, but the years are short.
Fly by,
yeah, it really is like that, especially in the first year.
Yeah.
The month before Benjamin was born, I had a toddler who was potty trained, liked to swim, would sit on the couch and watch a cartoon, slept for 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I had all that.
Yeah.
And then somebody dropped a fucking newborn into
that
my
is
life.
Literally what I have right now.
Yes.
Like she sleeps for 12 hours. She's potty trained to a degree. She's regressing a little bit. It's pissed me off.
I think that's a girl thing.
It's like she was doing so good and now she like is acting like she's scared of going to the pot. Like I was just texting you guys about that. She's scared of everything now. I don't know. It's I'm sure she'll be fine. But anyway, yeah. And then you're just in such a good routine. You're like, oh, they sleep well. I can sleep well. The whole day is just one big routine.
Yes.
You wake up, you give them breakfast, then they do whatever, and it's just like, but then you throw a newborn into it. And then you've got two different routines you're trying to work out because a baby's routine is totally different than this toddler's routine. And that's what I'm afraid of.
Well, yes. And I blinked again, and my youngest, who calls me Dada, said hi to me today, and hey, I was eating ribeye steak and baked potato for dinner.
Yeah, it does happen.
Anthony stole my coffee cup and ran around this morning trying to get me to chase him.
And he still seems like such a peanut to me.
He's a total peach.
Peach.
Once their personality kicks in, it's like, oh wow, you're little people.
Yeah.
And now why it's such aggressively little people, it's like I have to, like, I took him to the Ken Do Park today, and I have to like really pay attention because he'll like I say pester. I've never had another adult say it, but like he'll just go up to adults and start talking to them. And I'm like, they want to scroll on their phone, son. Play with their kid.
No, but any adult, he's so fucking cute. Like any kid though. Like if you want to have a conversation with me, I'll throw this phone in the trash. Okay.
Yeah.
That's totally I would, I feel the same way, but it's,
you just want to make
internal.
sure,
I'm internalizing.
but it's like,
especially when Phoebe was a baby. If anybody was holding her for more than 10 minutes, I was like,
am I bothering you?
I was like, is it okay? Are you okay? I could take her. I could take her. It's okay. And depending on how close we were relationship wise, they'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like, I want to hold your baby. I'm not giving your baby back.
Yeah.
Stop it.
like roles reversed. I'll hold this baby for 30 hours straight. You know what I mean? It's like, that's Ben, nothing to do with me at this point, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, he was nap time.
Wyatt likes me,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm happy about.
Oh yeah, I want to go to Uncle Mike's house.
Uncle Mike's house.
I want to go to Uncle Mike's house.
So cute.
I was putting them in the truck after we were leaving the party, and he goes, "Can we go to a birthday party again?"
Oh,
I was like,
and this is year 2 that he's had a really good time at her party, and that makes me happy.
So
I don't just want Phoebe to have fun. I want all the kids to have a good time.
Can we go to a birthday party again? I was like, if we're invited, if you act right, I'll act right.
If you act right. I'm using the Santa thing now. To get her to act
Santa
right.
has entered the picture.
Yeah, I'm like, you're either going to be on the nice list or the naughty list, Phoebe. That's how it works. And Santa is, I don't want to say he's always watching because I feel like that's really scary.
A little biblical.
So I'm like, I just say Santa knows. He knows. He knows when you're being bad, and he knows when you're being good, and when you're, whatever. Yeah. And I was like, well, because she was being really, really bad. And she's just a sassy girl.
When they turn 3.
Oh my God, 3 is
Christ.
It's scary. But I was like, do you think you're gonna be on the nice list or the naughty list, Phoebes? And she's like, the naughty list. She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't, and that's the thing. She doesn't give a shit. And I'll ask her a lot of times. She doesn't listen to me. I don't know if it's the attention span, or I'll be trying to seriously be like, look at me in my eyes. I need to tell you something, and I want to make sure you understand. And I'm trying to like tell her. And in the middle of my sentence, she'll just go, mom, oh, mom. And I'm like, Phoebe, focus.
Pay attention.
And then at the end, I'll be like, do you understand? No. And I'll say it again. And I'm like, are you listening to me? No. She just doesn't give a shit.
No, they
like,
don't.
Okay.
The way they talk to April, the way he talks to April cracks me up. And my mom was over last week, and I was like, just tell Nana you were being bad the other day. And my mom's like, well, what happened, Wyatt? You may have done a bad thing, but you're not a bad person. I'm like, knock that stupid shit off. I don't subscribe to gentle parenting bullshit, first off. And secondly, he was being fucking bad.
Yeah.
You ain't helping.
I do the gentle thing. No, I don't anymore. You can't.
No,
at 3 years old, and anybody who's had a 3-year-old, and everybody's told me that 3 is worse than 2. People try to say 2 is so bad, but 3 is worse than 2. And she just turned 3, but she's been doing the 3-year-old thing for like half a year now. And it's like, it's tough. And you can't be like, oh, honey, listen, if
could you just come? I see that shit at the park. I'm like, good luck.
No, I literally am like, I
are you paying attention?
Like visceral, like, hey, like
you got it.
Cut it out.
Yeah. It was like,
and she just screams back at me. So
it's like, okay. Like the gentle parenting was a response to the insane
people
parenting.
beating.
Yeah, like I'm never gonna beat my child.
Yes,
I would never lay my hand on my child.
Stay right in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle is what works.
You're allowed to raise your voice, okay?
Like that's not. Yeah, it's like
you have to.
Our generation isn't a bunch of fucking psychopaths that are like beating the shit out of their kids.
Never. And then later, I will be like, once everything's settled, I will pull her aside and be like, I love you, right?
Yeah.
Like
of course.
I don't like to yell at you, but you just need to listen to me a little bit more. And then usually by then she's like, okay, mom, I'm sorry, mom. And then that's how it ends.
Then you win.
And then I won, and I can sleep better that night.
Yes.
I like the answers. I get the questions like, why don't you listen? Because I don't.
Because I don't.
That's inarguable.
Yeah.
You've won this battle of logic. No, it's like, I don't want to generalize, but maybe there are a generation of adults that speak about, maybe they raised us, not my parents, but there are definitely parents that speak about like them getting beat, right?
Yes.
And they seem bummed out that they didn't get to beat them.
Yeah.
They're like, I was, I wish I could have beat my kids the way I got
Or like
beat.
they're saying like you're lucky. I got beat.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they're projecting like, if only I could beat your ass.
I wish to God I could just beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Child abuse didn't exist when I was a kid. And I was like,
we got beat by our teachers. Imagine that.
It was awesome. And nothing's wrong with us.
Yeah.
We're totally normal people.
I on that note, I
love black beans.
Those are fucking money. Okay,
Mhm.
so we're like
sampler.
app crazy here today. But what are those, like black bean Flatos or something?
Flatos. Flautas.
Like our old friend Harry Flato, he invented these bean sticks. Those are good. Mac and cheese bites. Did you have one?
Yes, they're good.
Do you feel like so?
I mean, they're just mac and
They're
cheese.
running
There's
bland.
there's
running the
nothing.
blunt mode. They could use some salt.
It tastes like
Yeah.
cheese. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
every single one of these boxes that these apps were pictured on had a sauce pictured on the box to make you think.
It's in there.
It comes with a little frozen packet of sauce.
I fucking
run
told
under.
you're gonna need sauce.
You said you're gonna bring it.
I asked you before I left. You said no, it's fine.
No, you asked if I had any. I said no.
No,
No,
I
she
said
asked if she could bring some.
thank you. You said no. I just have this smoked stuff.
That's fine. Whatever.
We'll go to the table.
We'll get into
post.
this later. But you were saying something. I cut you
What
off.
I was saying was, it's interesting when they get into like their little like modes and like when their personality like really like, why? Okay, so we're talking about like the parents like, yeah, I beat my kids, blah 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 back in the day.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of miraculous that they didn't carry that on, because my boys, they want to copy everything I do. If I go outside to start the grill, they drag the grill toy outside and start it up. If I set the table, they take plates and make plates for dinner. If I pick up a spoon, and Benjamin doesn't have a spoon in his hand, he will shout at me. Like everything I do, they watch. So I'm like, when I lose my temper, shout,
Especially
I'm
when they're
setting a bad
toddlers. You have to be
example.
really careful.
Yes.
and that part. But also, I was changing my oil in my truck in my driveway, and he kept trying to climb under the truck with me. And I'm like,
No, thank
you can't climb under here. And he's like, why? And I'm like, well, because if it collapses, I just want you to watch me die. No,
I wanted to be the only one that's dead here. not you.
I said it's just for me under there, dude. So I'm under there. He's like, what? He's like, why are you changing the oil? I said, because we need new oil. Well, what happened to the old oil? It's always what happened to the old. Like it's like, well, we got to change out the such and such. He's like, well, what happened to the old one? And Benjamin ripped the toilet paper holder off the wall. That's before they broke the baby monitor.
Okay.
And I patched the hole in the wall with spackle, and then as it's drying, Benjamin walked up and jammed his thumbs into the holes.
Boys are
course,
different,
of
man.
course.
Phoebe's never been destructive.
So I had to fill those again.
Dude.
But ever since that happened and I removed it from the wall, Wyatt is up my ass. He's like, when are we going to Home Depot? We need to get a new toilet paper holder. When are we going to Home Depot? I want to go to Home Depot. It's my favorite.
Does he love Home Depot?
It's his favorite. That's what and if you try to get him to like eat something or do something he doesn't want to do, he's like, I can't. Daddy, that's not my broccoli's not my favorite.
Oh my god.
Benjamin takes a whole different tack. I made steaks, baked potatoes, and broccoli for dinner for them. And Benjamin ate all his steak, and then he just took all his broccoli and threw it on the ground. Just throws it on the ground. Drives April nuts.
I love to, I'm going to be creative and make my little boy something, not out of his routine. And then, either he will immediately throw them on the ground or, give it a taste and then look me in the eyes and throw it on the ground. But, I'm at 18 months. So it's like, dude, I'm not there yet.
You're very close.
But I'm like, so it's like, I'm at a stage where every day it's like something new that he learns or picks up. It's crazy to see. It's so fun.
Yeah.
But he'll do little things that I do that I didn't realize I did until he started doing them. Like he'll a lot of time he'll be in his high chair and I'll be cooking or something in the kitchen. And I apparently a lot in the kitchen, I'll do this with my hands.
Mm-hmm.
And he does it every single time I do it, and now it just like kills. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
That's cute.
He's so cute and smart, and it's like that's another thing. It's like, what if my next kid's a dud?
You never know.
This one rocks. What if I hate the second one?
But that won't happen.
I badly want a girl, but
I badly want another girl too.
Really? You'd want another girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm afraid to have a boy. I can't.
I was
imagine
afraid.
it.
I was afraid to have a. Not afraid, but I wanted boys. My father called me
even with the
misogynist
first
for
one.
that.
Even with the first one, you were like, I hope it's a boy.
I wanted.
I mean, like
that's all I wanted
everybody,
was boys.
everybody has something that they want deep down in their mind.
For
You're going to
sure.
be happy either way, but I was praying for a girl. I don't know if it's just because I'm a girl or
yeah.
whatever, but I was praying for a girl. And
I
go ahead. You
I
wanted a
was
girl?
too, until the moment when because we found out beforehand.
Mhm.
Like my cousin Joey and Shelby, his wife, they're being surprised day of.
Can't do
not
it.
me.
I want to do that
no,
if
no,
I have
no,
a second
no,
one,
no.
but I don't think I'm going to be
I
able to.
needed to know the second.
The
Yeah.
second I could.
So we were in the doctor, and then, Tammy's very reserved, right? She doesn't.
Mhm.
But when he said it was a boy, like the way she reacted was like, I'm so happy it's a boy, because she like flipped
was so
out.
excited.
She was so.
I'm like
happy.
going to cry.
I was like,
just knowing how she is and picturing her, like,
yes. I was like, well, I've always wanted a boy. I was like, but,
yeah, that's
but-
awesome.
and then it's like, as a boy, it's like, okay, I did my part in the Antonelli name will live on
Sure.
another generation
Yeah.
at least, because up until now, like all my cousins have girls, and they're I hope that's true.
That you know. has been
No,
recorded.
no.
Like, wait a minute.
Also, what I meant to say was all my cousins that have had kids are girls, so they are.
Don't love these.
They're not. You don't love the spanakopita?
They're very spinachy. Anyway,
I made spanakopita once, and it was killer. By the way,
I believe it.
so as a woman, you don't even have you lose your name. So, but
I'm really pissed about that.
there's another Antonelli generation. At least I did my part. I can die.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a Salvador Antonelli. He's
What's your maiden name?
Clements.
Oh, okay.
Clements.
Now that you all know,
Well, they know your birthday.
everybody on the
but
internet
they
knows
know
my
your
birthday,
and your
my
maiden
first, last name, maiden name.
Yeah, steal her identity.
My social security number is
Easy.
Yeah, I wanted another boy just because you kind of there's a part of my brain, whether it's good or bad wiring, where it's like you go with what you know type
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
Same here. That's yeah.
I had crates and crates and crates of boy clothing
Mhm.
downstairs.
Oh yeah.
And I never had a brother. I don't have an
Right,
actual
yeah.
biological brother.
I don't have any biological siblings,
Yeah,
so
you're
that's
an only
why
child.
it's my goal
you
to at
gotta go
least
number
give her
two.
one more.
Come on.
I always said, even when I was young, like one day when I have kids, they're gonna have a sibling, at least one sibling, because I always wanted one.
Yeah.
So, and I think it really helps developmentally. Like you just are a different type of person growing up with a sibling. I'm not saying that I'm fucked up because I'm an only child, but like
you are.
I would
by
be
the way.
I would be very different, I think,
It's-
if I had a sibling.
So my siblings are 10 and 11 years older than me.
Mhm.
So it's like I never had anyone going through the same shit,
Mhm.
or at least similar shit that I was at the time. So it's like you as an only child, like you were and me as I mean, I'm 10 years old and my brother's 20. We don't have the same problems.
No.
So it's like I'm 13 and there's so much time spent in your own head and not talking.
Mhm.
It's a totally different experience is what I'm trying
Sure.
to
It
say.
is. Mhm.
It's like I wonder if there was another kid in my house.
I didn't vent to anybody about what I was feeling about certain things. Even my
No.
because like if I vent to my friends, I feel like they're gonna think I'm weird or stupid, or they're not going through the same thing. So it's gonna like you know what I
Oh,
mean?
Yeah, especially with like you're in 6th grade. It's like you get this fucking hormone dump and it's like,
Mhm.
You get shanked in 6th grade.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to him. I gotta talk to him.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, you had a sister, so which is a whole different,
That's different.
a younger sister
Yes.
too. So yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to, Sal doesn't have to be his younger siblings' therapist by
Mentor.
any means, but it's like,
Well,
It'd be nice.
when you see them start to show the younger one how to do
Mhm.
things, how to
That's
play
so
with
fun.
this toy,
Yeah.
yes.
how to, like, oh, I want Benjamin to come with me. I want Benjamin to come with, like, Benjamin at nighttime when it's time for Wyatt to go down for bedtime. Benjamin knows to instinctively follow him into his room because he wants to be there for story time too.
Of
and like,
course.
so there's
So cute.
there's
gonna
that
die.
aspect of it.
I'm gonna die.
The flip, it's not even a flip side because what material shit doesn't matter. But like, once they've accumulated like a couple $1,000s worth of shit they've broken, you don't care anymore.
Yes.
You're just like, whoa, what'd they break today?
Okay, another thing.
Yeah, what'd they break today? Oh,
Yes.
they broke the monitor. Oh, so it's like,
4 glasses. Okay.
Oh.
yeah, the camera, the record player,
Replaceable.
like,
Just
fine.
just add another one.
Ultimately my fault, right? It's like he's a baby.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
I
should have put it
should-
in a better place.
But it's like, God damn, I just like
Yeah.
I'm watching King of the Hill. Can't you
trying
not
to
break
watch
something
TV.
right now?
My,
What-
Go ahead, sorry.
No, please.
My buddy, I think I mentioned this on the podcast before. Like last Christmas, he's like, "Hey, I bought myself a new top of the line Xbox or something." He goes, "I want to give you my old one." I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh," he's like, "Yeah, it's loaded with games." He's like, maybe you'll get a chance to play. And at the time, I was like, "Nah, no way." And then I hooked it up, and then like a couple weeks after I had it, April took the kids to the store. It was like a Saturday morning before I went to work, and I was like, I'm going to sit down and play. You know what I mean? I'm just going to space out and play a 15-year-old game with the Australians that are still on the network.
Yes.
And Benjamin and Wyatt had broken my controller.
No!
So I'm just sitting there pushing this corpse of a controller. So I just got up and left for work early. I was like, fuck it, I don't care.
Fine, you're not supposed to. You weren't meant to play that.
That I said to a lady at the park today, I said, if I put my pants on and there isn't blood on it, I'm like, oh, cool. Because like they're always wrestling and punching each other, and
Boys
and
are different.
smacking their heads on shit. Like, oh yeah, boys are
I don't know what that's like.
savages.
Phoebe's
Yeah.
so afraid to get hurt, so she doesn't like get hurt.
This boy is like, I mean, Tammy and I talked, like he turns into a gremlin at
Mhm.
night. He's like the sweetest little guy most of the day, and then post nap, after he like comes out of his grog state and until it's bedtime, he's a maniac.
Mhm.
And it's fun, but it's exhausting.
That's funny. Phoebe's kind of like that too, like literally running back and forth. I'm fast as a cheetah. Boom, boom.
Just
And
trying
she wants to give me run hugs, which is very cute. She
Oh.
just runs up to me. She does it like 6 times in a row.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, today I was sitting on the sofa and Benjamin ran over to me on the sofa and he knee dropped me right in the crotch. I mean, I'm talking like full blown, like
Poor Jake gets that a lot.
Nailed
too.
me.
Oh, she just like toddlers love to climb on you.
Benjamin.
Just step on your face
likes-
and your head. And your
Benjamin likes to
shoulders,
grab
and
my chest hair and pull
Oh,
himself
yeah.
up, and I'm just like,
I get elbowed in the tits constantly.
oh yeah, that's
And
not-
it's like not just a quick boop. It's like she's climbing up off of me. And it's just like,
digging
"Ugh."
in.
I'm like, ow, ow. And
Yeah.
I'll have to tell her because, that's going to happen to you one day, Phoebes, and it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Like, do you remember when you dug your elbow into my tits?
I just give her a purple nurple just to get back at her. How does it feel?
yeah. So just all the accumulated injuries and like things thrown at me. Why do you need the vacuum in the bathroom to take a bath? What
Because he loves it.
because it's my favorite.
It's his butt.
He's
It's
so
his
cute.
favorite.
So I'm looking forward to Benjamin being potty trained because I'm going to be starting that as soon as he gets past mama, dada, hi, yes, and no. We're getting on that potty.
I'm
I
starting.
haven't
I'm
even
starting earlier with the
fucking
next
thought
one.
about that. Dude.
Yeah.
When
I'm
do you
jumping
start?
right-
When are you supposed to start?
Around 2.
Oh, okay.
By summertime next
But
year.
also, I hear like if they're like not ready, and you'll know.
Force
If they're
them.
like, don't no. Well, maybe I don't know. Whatever works. But I was told not to.
Oh no, I was just joking.
So I tried it too, and it was just she was just not having it. She did not want to sit on the potty for
Yeah.
anything. She was scream and cry. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'll give it another
But
half a year.
Peeing
and-
when you're a boy is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole nother element to it.
My nephew would just straddle the toilet like backwards.
Oh, really?
And so because he couldn't really like stand and like he does now, he learned, but in the beginning he would just kind of like you would sit him on facing the back of the toilet and he would just kind of
There's cartoons about that.
that's so funny.
Put your cereal on the bowl lid.
Oh my god. Wait, another reason, guys, that I wanted to mention about why I want to have another girl
Please.
is because they are going to have to share a room. My house is so small.
That's an interesting point.
My house is very small. There's 2 bedrooms. So obviously the second kid, they're in your room for the
6
first
to 8 months.
few months.
18 months.
Yeah.
I mean,
We got really lucky with Phoebe. So she was in her own room by like, I'm going to say 8 months at the latest. Between 6 to 8 months, she was in her own room.
Sal's still in our room. And
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly, how much of that is Sal and how much of that is us not wanting to even attempt it.
Yeah.
And also, we just like being around him.
Yeah.
But no,
I
he's-
can't imagine. I don't want her to sleep in my bed.
No, he's not in our bed.
Okay.
He sleeps in his pack and play
Oh, okay.
in our room.
You
Gotcha.
don't you don't wake him up moving around and stuff?
Dude, he's a rock.
Yeah. Does he have a sound machine?
You're lucky for that.
Do you guys sleep
I
with the-
mean, we have like an air filter thing
Mm.
that's running all the time. It's fucking electricity. bills
Yeah.
through
So
the
I
roof.
mean, like, I guess we could we have a partially finished basement.
Mhm.
That's the only thing. That's the only option I can think of
If there's
to
a
allow
boy,
them to have
yes, their own
2
space.
separate rooms. If they're 2 girls, I'm sure they'll be happy to share a room for a while
Yeah.
until they're maybe like teenagers and they're like, I fucking hate you. You're always
You
stealing
bitch.
my clothes, you bitch.
bitch.
But if you've seen Bluey, there's an episode where they try to separate them,
That doesn't work.
and Bluey wants to move across the hallway, and that night
Yes.
they end up in each other's bed.
Why the
Because
fuck did they try to move, dude? They
I don't know,
had
they're
such
just
a
like-
beautiful house.
I know.
What a fucking
Oh, the
idiot.
one where they're trying to move their
At the
whole
le-
house. Oh
When they're
fuck! I was
trying- it's
crying
like,
with the
what-
wedding.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I was so happy they didn't move.
The half an hour. Yeah, when he throws that sign, I'm like,
Yeah.
you idiot.
I'm
Why did it take
crying.
you this
I'm
long?"
sobbing,
Yes.
and they all tackle each other as a family. And,
And
I'm
then
like, "Ah."
Sal's just like, can you skip to the next episode?
He's like, I don't have the
I
attention
only
attention
like
span for
the
this.
theme song. Like
Yeah.
the only part of Bluey I give a fuck about is the theme song. I was like, yeah, fair enough.
He'll get into it soon.
Oh,
Phoebe
yeah.
was the same way.
Nah.
But yeah, I
Oh my god, real quick.
go ahead.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was on the other day.
Is he into it?
He's always been into
Oh,
it,
yeah,
but I
Phoebe
try
loves it
not
too.
to like overdo it because I don't like watching it. But anyway, but it was on the other day and they called O'Toodles.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, say it's
Toodles.
O'Toodles.
Clear as fucking day, Sal from the other O'Toodle. I was like, holy shit, he just said it.
Yeah.
Never even came close before, but
Yeah.
it's just one of those things. Now he says O'Toodles.
So cute. But how do you guys feel about if Jake and I'm like, this seems wrong if we slept downstairs and our 2 children were alone on a different floor.
Like fully.
Like I would wait until they were like a certain age to
Right.
do that. I don't know what age that would be for me to feel comfortable enough to be like, all right, we're gonna go down here and sleep, and you guys are. I guess I would make sure that they were asleep before I even tried to go downstairs to go to sleep. But I just feel weird about being on a different floor than my kids. But that's the only option that we would have, to have our own bedroom and them have their own bedroom.
You can't
So-
expand into the backyard? Like you can't
Like add an addition.
Mhm.
That's been considered. I don't know how much that kind of stuff costs, but my uncle, Jake's uncle Muggsy, who owned the house before and sold it to us, he was like, you could totally, he was like he was doing a whole floor plan. He's like, you could knock this part out, make Phoebe's room, like build another room basically on like behind Phoebe's room,
Yeah.
which is where our deck is out back. I don't know if you've ever seen my backyard,
Yes.
but our deck, we could just kind of like build a room on the deck.
top of- yeah.
And then if we still want a deck, we could build another deck like
Yes.
behind the house, behind our sunroom.
Uh,
So it's something that we could do. I just don't know how much that would cost. And like at that
seems
point,
like a lot.
yeah, at that point, do I just want to get a new house?
A new house, right?
I do like where I live though, and I like my neighborhood. And
Yes, it's very cute and
'Cause-
peaceful.
If you have a second girl, let's say you had a second girl,
Mhm.
that's a lot. Depending on how many bathrooms you have, that's
One.
That's a lot of girls for one bathroom.
Yeah, we have one bathroom, and I already am annoyed that we only have one bathroom.
Yeah,
Right.
you move.
And especially when like you're potty training a kid, or a kid is like, I feel like they have to pee so much more often than a normal person. It's always like, as soon as I gotta go in there,
Yeah.
I'm sitting in there, and she's like, "Mommy, I really have to go to the bathroom. Please hurry up." And I'm like, "Fuck, damn it!" Like, okay. And so if we had another bathroom,
Yes.
she could probably just go in there and go or whatever. Probably not, but anyway.
Whatever. The original question.
Yeah, what is it? Is that
I'm
crazy?
thinking about it, and it's like, okay, I like. So what would the difference be? What if you were upstairs? Does being downstairs? But it's like, okay, the kids are on the floor that has the access to the outside,
That's
and I'm
the scary
away
part.
from them. So
But downstairs also has access to the outside.
right.
So
Oh, okay, so
That's
either
my
way,
setup.
that's not like
I forgot your basement had outdoor access.
Yeah.
Mike-
So either way, there's a door to the outside.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're on a different floor than the kids.
that's the only thing
Right.
you are.
You guys are
Mhm.
upstairs. Yeah,
Yes.
you're
And they're
more of an expert
downstairs.
on this than I am.
And they're downstairs on the floor that
Mhm.
your front door is on.
Main floor.
So how do you feel about that?
Well, it's I'll answer that in a different way. But when I first bought my house, my realtor was like, she was like, when we were looking at the house, she goes, yeah, you got a shot at this one. She goes, no one with children is ever going to buy this. I was like, why? She goes, no mother's going to sign off on her kids being on a different floor. I was like, okay. I thought that was a good thought. I thought that was an interesting thought.
Yeah.
But couple things. First off, if you don't have one, I highly recommend one, especially if your kids are mobile. They make these locks that are very simple to install. They go up high, only you can reach.
yes.
And I have one of those. It's an added security feature, and also if I lock that, then they can't open the door.
Yeah.
The windows all lock. My house is block foundation. You couldn't shoot your way into my house. You
Mhm.
literally have to crash a vehicle into it to get
Mhm.
into my house. All my windows are high, and I have a 7.5-foot fence around my entire backyard. So you wouldn't be able to get in, and even if you
Yeah.
did, you'd have other problems. So it's not something that I stress about at all.
I feel like, okay, you're right. I feel like if any, because that's the only worry that I have. I'm not worried that they're going to get into mischief up there. Or
No.
like anything. I'm just worried that what if somebody breaks into my house?
Yeah.
My kids are on that floor and I'm
Yes.
just downstairs sleeping peacefully and I have no
Right.
fucking idea what's going on. But I guess I would just have to get some better security measures. I have a ring camera.
A ring
that's it.
camera.
Get the
I'll
high
get that
lock.
high lock and lock the doors so they can't get out. Nobody can,
The high lock is great.
Yeah.
I watched it be tested for like trying to get into someone's house. The other thing I'm considering doing, depending on how long we stay, if you've ever seen the front of my house, I have a front porch. It's open. I want to enclose that. I want to put a 3 Seasons room out there with a little like electric heater so you can take your shoes off, hang up your coat, and there's a
Mhm.
second barrier of entry to get into my house.
we could do that too. That's how our house is.
Yeah, you have the
just
same
a
setup.
open- and I never thought of making it a room
Mhm.
like that. And my cousin used to have a room like that. It was like almost like a porch, like an
Yeah.
enclosed porch, but it was nice to be able to like take your shoes off and just like, what do you call that?
3 Seasons room.
Okay.
If it doesn't
Never
have
heard that
heat,
before.
Me either. Is it not called something else sometimes?
A mud room.
A mud
I've
room.
heard of
Yeah.
a mud room.
well, a mud room would be a 4 Seasons room because it would usually go. Well, that's not true. Never mind. Yes, because I grew up with a house with a mud room.
So our front porch here, if you go around the neighborhood, they're like all the same houses. They're all open, and then the previous owner enclosed it.
Yeah, your house.
Yeah.
I want to do something like that.
Yeah.
But in my case, it would add another front door.
Yeah.
Unless I made it big enough that I would capture Benjamin's front window and my front living room window, and then I would have. I've thought this through quite a bit because I want to move eventually, but my kids are still very young. I mean,
Yeah.
their rooms right now are bigger than my sister's room was in my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I would
Like-
love to move eventually. I just like, you don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
I don't know. So, but right now I'm thinking if I did put an addition on our house and there was one more room and I only plan on having 2 more kids, I think I'd stay there for
Ever.
forever.
Right.
I mean, the rooms are kind of small, but kids live in smaller places. So like whatever. We got what we got, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
This
saying?
ain't the fucking Ritz.
And you-
This ain't the 4 Seasons.
And you don't know what you don't know as far as
Right.
like I'll just touch on this very briefly, but I opened up my mail yesterday, and the county's reassessing the taxes in Newcastle County, and they haven't been reassessed since 1983.
Fuck.
And I saw the number that they're putting a value of my house on, and I think I know more than them in that department. I laughed my ass off. I looked at that number and I said, if I could get that from my house today, I'd be fucking gone. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's like 80 to 90,000 more than it's worth.
Right.
So I was like, okay, this is so it's like if you want to appeal, of course I'm gonna fucking appeal.
Yeah.
And so, I moved to Delaware because my property taxes were super low, and they've gone up over the time. I expect that, but they've gone up $500 over 9 years. You're just push a button on me and triple them next year.
Right. You're out of your fucking mind.
Then all of a sudden I start looking at it. Okay, all right. Well, we got we have some problems in the state already. You're gonna do this to me now? I don't think so.
That's nuts.
Can't have that. And not have dispensaries.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Although there are dispensaries. There are dispensaries now in Newcastle County.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have to have a card?
No.
Wow.
Yes. I did not experience this, but I saw firsthand someone experience it.
And I think Jersey's the same way. You can just go
Jersey,
into any
you just go
dispensary
to a
and
store
get.
like a liquor store. Yeah.
And in Pennsylvania, you still have to have a card, right?
Yes, I went to a Jersey a place as a guest. I didn't buy anything, but my friend who was there and did buy something told the guy who was selling him the legal product said, "Yeah, just so you know, we're ripping you off at this location." He's like, "If you head a little farther south, like towards the beaches," he's like, "It's like half the price."
That's amazing.
I was like, "What a G!"
Thank you, kind sir. It's been over 2 years since I've smoked the green.
Good for you.
The
Probably
green
me
stuff.
too.
That long?
Yeah,
I know you because you have like an adverse.
I have a problem. If it wasn't for that, I probably would still be smoking a lot.
Right. It's probably been that long for me. I can't remember. Like
I didn't realize that.
I can't remember
You
the last
didn't
time I
ever
smoked.
do it anymore.
No, I mean I don't have the same problems as you, but I'm not like you, by the way.
You fucking weirdo.
No, I have worse. I have idiot problems inside my own head, like problems with paranoia and stuff. But so and then like my card expired and I didn't feel like doing the whole thing again, and then it was just like part of it is in solidarity with Brittany, you know what I mean?
Aww.
It's like she can't do it.
That's so nice. That really helps, honestly, knowing
Yeah.
that other people are also not doing it.
Yeah, so it's like whatever.
post bedtime thing too. Anyway, I mean the kids, you can't do it with the kids.
Yeah.
No.
I mean you can. I'm not judging anybody who does.
I was gonna
but
say I definitely have.
I don't.
But
I spent a long portion of my life thinking that weed would help me sleep. And it has
definitely
the
helped me
opposite
sleep.
effect on me,
Wow.
like 100%, like charges me up and makes me insane.
that's crazy, actually.
Yeah, I've got a lot of problems. And
Yeah, you're
no one-
messed up.
no one
Seriously,
seems to care.
deeply.
Yes.
Is there another question up there from this person? Because I kind of liked these little.
Let's-
I
these
saw
little-
one about Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, the animated series or
Oh,
something.
I remember that.
Victor, what do you got? Have you guys? He asked twice at 6:49 and 7:01. He asked if we saw. Excuse me, Victor on YouTube asked if we've seen Sabrina the Teenage Witch animated series.
Not as often-
No.
not as many times
No.
as I've seen the regular series, but I know what it looks like, but I couldn't like describe an episode for you. No.
They animated that?
Yeah.
I saw that
How
they're
old
doing,
is that?
Oh.
Well, if it was on whatever he was talking about, it was 98 to 2004.
Disney Toon. Or
They,
what?
they
Toon
made it,
Disney and
they're making another Gladiator?
Yes,
That's happening?
Gladiator 2 is a very real thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I want a salmon cracker. Can you fix me up one?
You're
What kind of crackers do you have there?
I have assorted entertainment crackers.
who had smoked
want-
salmon for the first
I want
time when I
these
brought
ones.
it
Can you-
over?
You got you.
Was it Warren?
What?
Who had smoked salmon for the first time when I brought it over
I
for
think
brunch?
Warren.
Was it Warren?
Yeah.
It sucks Warren's not here because we always make him taste stuff that we know he hates.
I was thinking about those Bloody Marys the other day. They were so good. That was my
Yeah.
first Bloody Mary I ever had.
Was
but
it?
It was so, yeah, it was
That
really
was fun.
tasty.
That was a fun app.
I love a Bloody Mary.
I like one.
I like to get fucked up off them, like have 7 at the restaurant, get carried out while I'm screaming at a very young waitress. What do you think about that dip?
It's good.
Smoked salmon with hot honey.
Have you tried that chicken place on Chai Avenue?
Not yet.
I don't
Have
I don't
you?
want to.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't. The chicken looks too fat.
It's tall. It's a tall boy.
Thick piece of
Thick
chicken.
cut.
Mm.
There's a new burger place on Philadelphia Pike called Wild Witch Burgers.
Wild Witch?
Yeah,
Okay.
not witch like spooky witch. It's like WICH.
Like a wild sandwich.
Like a sandwich. Like
Yeah.
A sandwich
Yeah.
has gone completely nuts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I want to check that out. If you're gonna open up something new, I got to poke my head in.
I feel like a piece of shit for not at least, I'm from
Patronizing
this town,
at least once.
But it's like, man, I'm not like this. I don't like the way they look, but
I
try
don't
it.
either.
I'll try it. I mean, I eat shit from Wendy's. It gives me the shits.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try this sandwich.
I went to the Crispy Chicken on Philadelphia Pike.
Okay.
I was blown away.
Was it
I
good?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So there's one up like still in Claymont, like near the near
Home
where
Depot?
yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's in the
Circle
gas
K.
station. Yeah,
I've been there.
that's the only crispy chicken or whatever I've ever been to, and it's fucking good.
Yeah, it's a
and then I
franchise.
saw that
Legit.
there was one up Philadelphia Pike, and I was like, okay, this
That's
is
right
like
near
a
my house.
legit. Yeah,
It was very,
they're
very,
good, and their biscuits are great,
No, I love it.
and all their sides are good, and yeah, they're good.
good. It was not expensive either,
Mm-mm.
and the tenders were like the size of they were big.
Mhm.
I was like, this is definitely full of steroids and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
That's fine
Growth hormone for sure.
as long as it's not seed oil, right?
Well, it's fried in that most likely.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But they
God,
were
that
walking.
just
They were walking
reminded me
around
of
with legit. Like I saw a guy carrying a tray of legit chicken thighs. I'm like, oh, they're frying this shit in house. This
Yeah.
isn't like reheat.
Yeah, it's much. I mean, KFC obviously is just a little fucking fast food chain shit, but I used to love KFC.
Yeah,
It blows KFC out of the water, that's for sure.
yeah.
KFC
it's-
fell the fuck
Uh huh.
off.
Oh, I used to get laptop
Look at
meals.
this.
You remember those?
Yes.
Chef's life. Use this oil for cooking. Sunflower, avocado, and rapeseed oil.
This,
No.
this joke is not
No.
meant for me. Obviously, I have to
No.
crane my neck to see it. People,
Shut
it's
it.
fucked up.
Well, how am I supposed to show you both at the same time?
I'm joking.
You're such an only child.
Yeah, I am.
I was just showing it. They sell an oil.
That's funny.
That's all.
That's
seed
every
oils
seed oil
combined.
mixed
every
together.
single one you
Besides
could think
corn.
of. Perfect for you.
No.
That's what all this food is cooked in, by the way. Okay. So should we play a quick
I would love
couple
to.
rounds
Yeah.
of the movie game?
I love games so much.
The classic movie game. How this works for any new listeners. So we go in a circle,
Mhm.
right? It starts with an actor. Say Adam goes first. I'll give him an actor. Say
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel.
Adam will have to think on his head, what the heck kind of movie was he ever in? Think of a movie he's in, and then it moves on to Brittany. Brittany has to think of another actor from that movie that Denzel was in. We're not giving any names because you don't want to burn anything.
Oh, so I have to think of another actor from that
Or
movie.
actress.
Or yeah,
So just anybody else that was in that movie.
anybody.
And
be an
then
extra.
the next person has to think of a movie that person was in.
Right.
Different movie. Okay.
Now
If you whiff, I have to name a second person.
okay, so say Adam names a movie that you never fucking heard of in your entire life.
Mhm.
You
Which is
can
going to
s-
happen.
You can say to Adam, challenge. Then it kicks back to Adam. Then he'll have to name a second thing.
I got to back up my knowledge of said movie with another actor or actress.
Okay.
So it'll all.
I'm not great at this, but I'm
We're
going to try
gonna-
my best.
I feel
You're-
like I don't know. It's been a while since I played this. I don't remember if I'm good at this or not, but we'll see.
What's just a quick mental warm up? What's the last movie you watched?
What is
I watched Django Unchained like a week
I
and a half
love
ago.
that movie.
A movie fucking right. I saw it in
Um,
theaters the night it opened. Packed house.
Me too.
Oh,
I
so
did.
good.
I have been watching movies, and I can't think of the last one that I watched. It'll come to me. Sorry.
I watched Drive My Car for like the third or fourth time.
I have a movie list that I check things off of, so I'll tell you in 1 second. Wait, but can I ask you guys? Do you remember a horror movie from 2006 called Stay Alive?
No.
If you die in the video game, you die in real life.
Wait,
Frankie Muniz is in it.
Accomplished
And
race car
I
driver.
saw it. I saw this movie maybe once or twice in my life in 2006, and I saw it pop up on Facebook. Somebody posted about it, and I was like, "Memory unlocked," as the kids say.
Yes.
I was like, "This was a good ass movie." I remember liking this movie a lot, and it was like, yeah, they're just playing a video game, but it was like if you die in the video game,
You die in real
you
life.
die that same way in real life eventually. I don't know if it's at that moment or like, I don't know, something like that. That's what I remember of it. Anyway,
Did you rewatch
I gotta go.
it?
I have to.
I'm
It's on my list now.
Okay.
All right. I have a very, very long list of movies to watch. Look at this.
Jesus,
like your
girl.
can-do list.
But there's I don't remember the last movie I watched, but one that I watched recently. It was called Leon the Professional.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah, classic.
How have I never seen that movie before?
I've never,
It was so
yeah,
fucking good.
yeah.
Older movie.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
You have to. You have to see it. It's Natalie Portman is a
As
child.
a child.
You've never
yes.
seen it?
No.
Carrie
And-
Oldman?
She's a part of her whole family they're all fucking assholes.
Well, don't spoil it
And
for him.
I'm not going to. I'm just saying she's in it. She grows up with this fucked family, and one of her neighbors is just like a hitman,
A
basically.
professional.
And
His name's Leon.
she wants to work with him, and I'll leave it at that. And it's just
Okay.
like it is so good.
I gotta see it. Are you okay?
Yeah. In her ear.
I was like, oh no, did I
No,
be speaking too loud?
Sinus.
So yeah. Oh, I think the last movie I watched was the remake of the 2000 something remake of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
It was really bad.
yeah. Fuck that.
It was really bad.
I like I said, Drive My Cars on Max. I love that movie. I'll just
Never
put that
heard of it.
on. Even though I don't speak Japanese or Korean or Chinese, that I just like to have it on in the house when I'm cleaning.
Okay.
You know?
Before
It's 3 hours long.
before we start this game, can I
Please.
just say one thing? Did you
Yes.
guys watch the fight?
No.
No.
Okay.
I
Saturday, not
actually,
Friday.
I actually didn't get Netflix until yesterday, and that was to watch the Olivia Rodrigo concert movie.
All right. Well, thank God for the undercard fight with the two ladies.
I heard the chicks went off.
It was so fucking good.
I turned it off
Oh
after
my
that.
God. After that, the actual main event with Tyson and Paul.
I mean,
Bullshit.
we
I stayed up till 12:30 to watch that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was so mad. Anyway,
Now, Mike and I talked about it the next day.
just so bad.
We were talking about how boxing is become a fucking. These are my words. It's just become a fucking circus.
It's a joke, and I mean the like, dude, the
don't
amount of
normally
people that
watch it.
watch that,
I don't watch it, but
people want boxing to be good, but it's
They
just
won't.
not.
I bet 70% of people that watch that probably don't even know who like Gervonta Davis
I don't.
and Canelo Alvarez are. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like I've heard that name, but it's just
I've
you.
heard the name Javante Davis before.
Tank.
I've heard of canola oil, and you hate it. You
Sounds
hate
the
it.
same.
You know what the original name? You know what the actual
Same.
name of canola oil is?
No.
Rapeseed oil. They changed it to canola because for marketing purposes.
Yeah, they don't want to call things rapeseed, apparently.
That's
Probably not.
understandable.
Yeah, it's not very wholesome.
So we'll start with Adam with Denzel Washington.
So I have to name a movie.
Yeah.
Who was in Training Day?
Fuck.
And I have to name another person from Training Day.
For the
Yes.
2001 feature film.
I
Have you
know
watched I
him.
Saw TV Glow yet?
No, it's on my list. I know this guy, and I'm so bad with names. What is his name? He has a baby with Uma Thurman,
Yes.
Ethan Hawke.
That's correct. Nice.
Ethan Hawke. Who? Maya Hawke. I'm a huge fan. Of.
Mhm.
Maya Hawke is awesome.
Stranger Things season 5 comes out next year. If anybody watches,
Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman. Wow.
Yeah. Ethan Hawke was in Training Day. Shit. You can't do that.
there's a movie that I watched recently that's apparently a classic. He's in.
What is it?
I can't remember the name.
I think another movie he's in, you and I went to see in theaters together.
You and I?
I think me and Harrison and Ben for sure. I think you were there as well.
Ethan Hawke. Now, of course.
No, it's not Ethan Hawke. Never mind.
Okay, you son of a bitch.
Sorry. It was the recruit.
Which I never saw. I mean, Ethan Hawke's been in so many, right?
I hope not, because I don't know anymore.
Can I Google it
No, because I could still challenge you.
to name another person in Training Day?
No, to name
Yeah,
another
another Ethan
movie
Hawke movie.
Ethan Hawke was in.
And I know one, and I just can't think of the name of it.
You know, we need Warren here for this. So
It's a 4-person game.
and someone that knows all this shit.
You need like one certified movie guru Just to keep
And
the
the
flow.
movie that I'm thinking of, you will never be able to name another person in this movie. Ever.
I'm sure I don't even know the movie.
How do I have 54 messages unread? Sorry. I'm gonna have to. I mean, he's Ethan Hawke. He's the man.
I feel like it was in something semi-recently, wasn't he?
I know Maya was. Can I substitute Ethan for Maya?
If you want to challenge me, I think I have.
Challenge.
I think I have a movie. It's not the one I was thinking of, but if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he in? Wasn't he in?
I think I know one, and I think I have a backup.
Wasn't he in? Was he in Murder by Numbers? That movie.
Let's check.
Murder by Number.
Murder by Numbers. Angelina Jolie was in it.
Ange.
I think. Unless I'm thinking of a different movie. Please,
Let's see.
please, God, let me know my stuff.
I'm not familiar with this film.
Murder by Numbers cast.
IMDb it.
We got it up. No.
Oh fuck.
Sorry.
What was the one you thought you had, Mike?
After Sunrise. or
Yes,
something.
that's the movie that I was thinking of.
I feel like
It's like a romantic movie.
and
It's
there's
a
3 of them.
classic.
There's a trilogy.
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
trilogy.
Let's watch them all tonight.
I only
All right.
saw After Sunrise. It was
guys.
actually very boring.
I've not seen it for some
It was
reason.
very boring. All right. Well, so we all lose.
So I get a point because I challenged you.
Sorry.
So now you name an actor or you name a movie.
Someone give me an actor.
You want to go?
Adam, you have to remember the score, by the way.
I'm
I
trying
have
to be
one.
strategic here. I was about to just
Well, for the first one, it's supposed to be easy.
I'm about to name the most random person I can think of, but I don't even know any movies that this person is in.
Then
So,
don't
like,
do that.
Um, keep fucking with your table. I don't know any actors. I think.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt was in Fight Club
Yeah, he was.
with
He was in Fight Club with, oh my God, Edward Norton. Sorry, I have 2 children.
I
I'm
was
tired.
gonna say that.
Edward Norton.
was in
was in. I don't- Oh, he was in a one of those guys movies.
Mhm.
Was it the most recent one? Yes, it was Asteroid City. Was he not?
Say a different one.
Moonrise Kingdom.
He was in Moonrise Kingdom. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he was.
He was in Moonrise Kingdom with Harvey Keitel.
Don't know who that is.
Harvey Keitel, who was also in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, Samuel Jackson.
Who was in?
He's the easiest.
I can't think of one. Just kidding, of course. Jurassic Park.
Who also starred God, I feel like a fucking asshole. Is the apartments.com guy.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite people on the planet.
Jeffrey. Oh, dude.
Not Silver.
The 5 hours of sleep is catching up to me here. Jeffrey.
Dahmer.
No. Damn it. Goldblum. Jeff
There.
Goldblum. We got there.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, who is also in a movie called The Fly.
Yes, with who the fuck is it?
Oh.
I saw that movie. I've talked before about how I would sleep over my friend Jonathan's house, and then
Mhm.
sometimes they would go to church on Sunday, but I would stay home alone in their house. And I was like in elementary school alone in their house, and I watched The fucking Fly, and it was like
Love that
fucked
movie.
me up.
I love
Like
it.
it's so nasty
Mhm.
and good. Fuck. I don't know.
Are you
So-
challenging?
Yes.
So what do I have to do? Name another
Another
person?
Another person from
that's
The
in The
Fly.
Fly.
Gina Davis.
There it is.
All right. So now it's 1-1, and you start.
Yes. We're gonna
Okay.
give you. Let's switch side. Roll.
Okay.
Let's go this way too, and we'll give you Tom Hanks. Can you fuck with the connection on your mic?
Can you challenge me if I name a movie and you can't? Can you challenge me? Me?
We're going this way.
And
But,
you can challenge.
Yeah,
me.
you name a Tom Hanks movie, and he's allowed to challenge.
If I don't know an actor or actress.
I'm trying to be strategic.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like I'm gonna name this movie, but I know one other actor in it, and you probably never even heard of this movie because I'm so fucking cool.
I don't remember. Okay, so Toy Story.
With starring Tim Allen.
Of course. Who was in? Oh, this is a strategic one. I'm gonna say Santa Claus.
Uh-huh. And do I know anybody else's name in that fucking movie? No.
Yes. You did.
I know the people in it. Like, I feel like if I know anybody's name, if I could think of anybody's name in that movie, it would be the fucking elf.
No. You know who you could think of? Unless I'm wrong.
You probably aren't.
Unless I'm wrong, I'm thinking of
Are we talking about Santa Claus 1 or 2? Oh, his ex-wife? I don't know
his
name.
ex-wife's boyfriend.
Yeah. He's in stuff. Sure. I can
I
picture
watched
his
the
face.
episode of Seinfeld he was in
Yeah,
yesterday.
I can picture his face. I don't know his name.
Not jury, not executioner. Right? Is this guy in this movie?
I'm trying
Feel free to challenge me. I may not know it.
What Seinfeld episode?
The close talker.
Oh,
He is the close talker.
The close talker himself.
And he's in
He's in
an
huge
80s
movies.
He's in an 80s movie that's a really big movie.
Two huge 80s
Oh
movies.
fuck. Because I remember watching that movie actually for the first time recently, and I was like, "That's the guy from the Santa Claus. That's the new guy."
All he wanted was a fucking weenie whistle.
Yeah,
Hmm?
I don't know his name whatsoever. I don't know anybody else's name in that movie, unless you're talking about Santa Claus 2 or 3, the one with the frosty guy.
We're not talking about the escape clause or whatever. We're talking about the original with the biggest piece of shit
Challenge.
kid. I hated that kid.
Yeah, he sucks.
oh regular.
He doesn't
milk's-
listen to anything
God,
that
I
his
would've
dad
stopped
says.
that kid's head. His dad's trying. Judge Reinhold,
Is that his name?
right? It's Judge. I'm pretty sure he's in it.
His name's Judge.
Judge Reinhold. What a weird name. He's in
That's-
3 big.
I was
80s
trying to. I was
movies.
like defendant.
I wonder if that's his legal name.
I'm
I wonder if that's his actual name.
IMDbing this.
Check it out. Check it out. Make sure I'm right. I think I
So
have
if
it
Mike's
on.
right, he goes up
2.
2-1-0.
And then we'll switch directions, and we'll give a movie to Adam, or we'll give an actor
Yep.
to Adam.
Yep, that's the
Judge
guy. Fast.
Reinhold.
Oh,
Nice.
So we'll give you.
First to 3.
wait. So he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to name a movie that he was in.
No, because he challenged
Oh.
and took the point.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
That's the one that I saw him in.
The one I was thinking of though is I think he's in Gremlins.
All right, so who's giving me an actor?
I'll give you an actor. I'll give you an actor called. We already did Tom Hanks. Tom Cruise.
Tom Sawyer.
Tom Cruise, who was in Vanilla Sky.
Shit.
Might have fucked myself there.
I've never seen that movie in my life.
All right, you want to redo?
Do that over.
Okay, Tom Cruise, who was in.
Let's try to get through
I know
one
there's a girl
round.
in that movie.
I think I know who it is, but I'm not sure.
Tom Cruise, who was in
All I know is Tom Cruise in
Cocktail. I was kidding. We're gonna go Tom Cruise, who was in Jerry Maguire.
Never seen that movie in my life.
I saw the movie on tape when I was like 6.
Um,
And there's this scene where the chick's like, "Don't ever like."
I know
a
we had it really
very
loud
graphic
at my
sex
house.
scene.
I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan. I think I've
He's
seen.
weird, so I can.
I think
understand why.
I've seen one Tom Cruise movie in my entire life,
I don't know how that's like
and that was Rain Man.
possible.
Tom Cruise, who was in Rain Man.
Yeah, Rain
Okay,
Man.
Dustin Hoffman.
Very nice. Who was in?
Dustin Hoffman, of course, was in.
His best film is. It's the one that has the worst The score this movie is given on Rotten Tomatoes, they should be fucking executed for giving this score.
You're talking about, of course, Meet the Fockers.
No, it wasn't.
Is he in that movie? He is.
Yeah, he is. He's
also
Focker's dad.
Who also stars Ben Stiller.
Who was in?
We got some momentum.
I know some Ben Stiller movies. Okay, I'm just trying to. Let me just be strategic here.
He's in.
How much time do I get? He was
Hook.
in. He was Hook. That's funny. Okay.
28. They should be killed.
He
for that.
was in. Wait, who are we talking about now?
Ben Stiller,
Okay, sorry.
who will be in Happy Gilmore too.
For real?
Mhm.
Ben Stiller was in. This is easy though.
He just gave you a huge hint. Also,
I just have so many movies in my mind. I'm like, but you will know. He was in Tenacious D
Is that a movie?
the pick
and
of
The Pick of Destiny.
Oh,
With, obviously with the one and only Jack Black.
who was in? Twister.
Jack Black was in Twister.
No.
No.
No. So what that means?
What does that mean?
Can I name another?
Sure.
School of Rock.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Miranda Cosgrove was in
Was she in any other movies?
the iCarly movie.
Was there an iCarly
I don't know. There
movie?
probably was. No. So what happens now is I won because
Wait, I can just give you another person that was in that movie instead. Would you rather?
Please.
Okay, Sarah Silverman.
was in
I don't know if she was in any.
oh, she was in The Conductor. No, is that what it's called?
I don't know.
With Bradley Cooper. Adam is deep in his phone.
Sorry.
He's looking at Twister because he's thinking of the guy who played Dusty,
Yes.
who died.
I realized what I was thinking of when I thought of Twister, and it was not. It was another '90s movie, but it was. I didn't want to start shouting out movies while you guys were in the midst of.
What was it?
Cable Guy.
Cable Guy. That's correct.
Cable Guy.
He plays the
I was
neighbor.
hoping that you were going to say that.
Yeah.
movie.
That's where I was at in my head because he's. Yeah.
It's one of my
Because you would have
favorite Jim Carrey
said
movies.
Jim Carrey. Then
Maybe I would have said
Then
Jim
we
Carrey.
were like spinning the
I
carousel.
might have
over.
said Matthew Broderick.
Oh, then I would have said
Ed TV.
Godzilla. Who else is in that? I have no fucking idea.
You could have said Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller with Alan Ruck, who was in Twister.
Yeah, he was in it.
Wow, look at that connection.
Look at that.
All right, are we still playing?
Mike took the W.
Let's do one more round for fun.
Okay.
This is fun. I want to play this all night long.
Okay, so we'll start with Brittany and we'll give her who's probably the most famous actor in the entire world?
Now or all time?
Let's go with
Because right now it's probably some fucking superhero I've never heard of.
Chris Pratt.
I was gonna say Chris Pratt. I don't even
Helmsworth,
know.
I think is the other guy.
I don't watch superhero movies, guys. Please don't do that to me.
Chris Pratt's also Mario and Garfield.
For real.
Yeah, because he's a weirdo.
John
Christian.
Arbuckle.
No. Let's give you Danny DeVito.
Me?
Yeah.
Danny DeVito was in Batman Forever.
Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. No.
You're both wrong.
Batman Forever was with the Riddler, right?
Batman Returns.
My
Oh,
bad.
Batman Forever is Jack Nichols. No, not Jack Nicholson.
Batman. Arnold Schwarzenegger is Batman and Robin.
Oh. Tommy Lee Jones
Was in Batman Forever.
Mhm.
But you said Batman Returns, which has
I-
Christopher Walken.
I didn't say that, but
He is? Oh, wow.
And then I'll, of course, say Catch Me If You Can.
and then it's my turn.
Yeah.
Leo DiCaprio.
Who was in Gangs of New York?
With that John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly was in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plays the sheriff
Who was also in Step Brothers.
with Will Ferrell.
Who was in? He was in. I can't think of a single movie he's in. Just kidding. Old School.
I've never seen that movie.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Really?
So challenge.
The
I
easiest
guess.
challenge of your life.
Vince Vaughn.
Okay.
That's right.
Old School is funny.
It's one of the better movies made in 2003.
So do you get a point for that?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
He wins.
Okay.
I win. I'm the coolest guy that ever existed.
Wow.
Jeremy Piven's in that.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Matthew Broderick, I think you said already.
No,
No, he's not
Matthew
in it.
Broderick's not in it.
There's a lot of people in that movie. It holds up too. It's still funny.
All
I
right,
would
I'll
l-
give it a shot. I'll give
I
it a
would
try.
love. I mean, I'm still waiting on your opinion on so many movies. I'm so close to watching Love Lies Bleeding, though.
I
I'm,
was
like,
just gonna mention
so
that movie. I
close
can't
to
believe you
watching
haven't
it.
watched it. There's a lot of stuff.
I'm trying to not watch any movies with graphic lesbian sex in front of my infant son.
Yeah.
Toddler son.
I was gonna
So-
say
Put him to bed tonight.
He's a
Watch
toddler,
Love
buddy.
Lies Bleeding. It's
Okay.
Wake him
it's
up
a
for the
good
lesbian
movie.
scene.
There's a lot of. I get uncomfortable during sex scenes. Doesn't matter who I'm with. I don't know why. I just am like, this is too much. I'm
Hmm.
watching porn with you right now. This is too much.
What if you're watching it alone? Would it bother you?
I don't know. I don't watch
You-
movies alone.
That's weird.
I don't.
most of the
Um,
movies I watch are alone.
No, I watch. Me and Jake watch movies together most of the time. But yeah, I'm like, I wasn't like to the point where I was like, we gotta turn this off. But I was just like, this is. Are you seeing this? Like, this is crazy right now.
No, yeah.
So yeah,
I'm
you'll
looking
probably
for-
get a boner.
I'm looking
and
forward to that. Capiche? I mean, Kristen Stewart.
Come on, come on.
What more do you have to say, folks?
Bella?
Victor, what do you think?
Is that the Bring It On lady?
No, the Twilight, the main chick
The
from
vampire
Twilight.
movies?
Yep.
Yeah.
I never saw them.
There was a long period of time where Kristen Stewart was blonde.
For real?
Yeah.
Who's the Bring It On lady?
Brother, that
Bring It
changed
On
my
lady, it
life.
was Kirsten
Dunst and Elijah
Dushku.
Dushku.
Elisha Dushku.
Where's she at? I hope
Loved
she's
her.
okay.
I don't know.
I hope she's all right.
Didn't she get in trouble for? No, that was Winona Ryder.
For shoplifting?
I actually think it was a Punked episode that I'm thinking of. For real. Where they tried to frame her for shoplifting, and she's like, "What the fuck?
I'm
You know,
Elijah
I'm
Dushku.
I don't need a shoplift."
Man, Bring It On was on Stars all the time, and when we were in like middle school, I haven't watched that movie in so long, but I love.
I love, and I still love that movie.
My
I
sister
still-
watched it religiously.
It's so good, and I had such a crush on the guy in that movie, and he was also in a movie called Swim Fan.
I've never seen Swim Fan.
You've never seen Swim Fan? Please
Mm-mm,
watch Swim Fan. It's so good.
All right,
um,
it's on my list.
Please, I don't see you adding it any list, so I don't think
I
you're gonna
got the
re-
list up here. Capiche?
Is Terror Behind the Walls? Is that where Tam worked?
Yeah, but it changed to Halloween nights at Eastern
Yeah, we
State
just went
Penitentiary.
there.
Did you?
Yeah, the first weekend of November.
Oh,
Yeah, me and Jake and Roy and Amanda, we went there. I won a 4-pack of tickets on WMMR.
Of course.
So surprise, surprise, and
Of
we went. It was
course.
cool.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I hadn't been there since it was Terror Behind the Walls,
Yeah.
which it was like a long time ago. I went there with a friend when I was in like maybe high school, could have been middle school, but it was cool. There's like 5 or 6 different themed, but I like that they do all that. I don't know how much you know about what goes on there, but
Uh-huh.
I like all the stuff that they do other than that. Like they have like a little jazz club type
Yes.
thing where
Yeah.
like people are performing and you can sit there and have a drink, and then there's like, this was a little awkward, but there's like a dance crew
Mhm.
who like does
Yeah.
dances like to
Yeah.
these songs, and it was hilarious. You were cracking up. And they serve all these different themed drinks, and
Yeah.
it's cool. I really liked it there. We would go back for sure.
I wonder if Tammy's here. This is the first year she hasn't worked there, but before COVID, it was just Terror Behind the Walls. It was just straight up haunted house.
Yeah, it was
But
just
now
one
it's like a
place. It
whole
was
thing.
yeah,
Well, we'll talk about that off there. We have to go.
yeah.
I've been sitting like this on camera for so long, and I'm now just realizing I'm just broadcasting my bald spot for all of America to see.
Yeah. So guys, yeah, that's there.
Nah, it's just light.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But I'm super excited to fucking get a haircut at the end of this month. Thank
next
God. I was like shit. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Cheers.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you for joining
Thanks for
us.
tuning
Thanks
in.
for listening. I bet so many people listening to us play that movie game were just screaming,
Punching air.
like, God, you fucking idiots.
Especially Warren. If he was listening, he's not happy.
Yeah. Warren, we hope you're done puking, and we'll see you in December, Jack.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't have a button. I'm so used to the ceremonial button.
Jesus Christ. Bye, everybody. Bye, Victor, wherever you are.
Was he really just a random dude?
I don't know.